Hey Nash, what should we make?
Let's play what's in the fridge. Based on what I saw, we could make a low-rent version of Korean rice bowls.
All right, let's make a low-rent Korean bulgogi rice bowl. Welcome back to Chaos Kitchen, where sometimes we like to play a game called What's in My Fridge. So today, we look through the fridge and the pantry to see what we had and what delicious thing we can make out of it. We'll get to the details in a second, but we're gonna make a sort of a quick and easy, kind of low rent, but still gonna be super delicious Korean bulgogi rice bowl. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be easy, and most of the stuff you probably have sitting around. So without further ado, let's go. What is in your fridge, Tim, is what you must have been asking yourself. Well, this is it. This is what I got out of my fridge and pantry that I think we can make something out of. We have some ground beef, some bean sprouts, some carrots, some leftover bulgogi sauce from our bulgogi taco video. It was the Chef Brian Sal recipe, a cucumber, and some jasmine rice. So what are we gonna do with this? I'm thinking we make some sort of a rice bowl with a ground beef. We flavor that with the bulgogi sauce. We'll thin slice the cucumber. We'll do the same with the carrots. We'll do a quick pickle on that. We'll blanch the bean sprouts, and that should be good. So let's get going. So we have this pretty plate. I'm gonna use this pretty plate. It's from my mom's birthday. So with our carrots, we could take a bunch of time and like julienne them, but I'm just gonna peel them and make little carrot shred thingies. So that's what we're doing, folks. That's what we're doing. We got another pretty plate here. And then for our cucumber, we get out the old finger death trap and we just thin slice this guy. So then we have our cucumbers and our carrots and our veggies are ready to go. And then we have our bulgogi sauce. And in case you don't want to watch that video, I'm gonna plug in how I made the bulgogi sauce right now. So we start by making our bulgogi marinade. I'm gonna follow Chef Brian Sal's recipe. So we start by rough chopping a couple of onions. And then you'd want to do some Asian pears, but I couldn't find any Asian pears. So in a pinch, Gala apples should suffice. Then we take out our food processor, or at least the container part, whatever it's called. We throw in our apples and our onions, 12 cloves of garlic, peeled and the root end cut off, 1.5 cups soy sauce, 1 cup of red wine, 1/4 cup of sesame oil, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of grated or minced ginger, a couple of tablespoons of gochujang. Messy. Then it says 1 pineapple chopped up into cubes. I don't have a pineapple, but I do have a can of pineapple cubes because I needed pineapple for something and I had to buy a whole case. Don't ask me questions, I don't know. So we'll throw in our pineapple chunks here. Hopefully this isn't too much for this guy. Then we put this guy on the base, put in our little stir deal, lock that guy in place, and then we blend. And once you have a smooth-ish sauce, we can go ahead and throw a lid on that and set it aside until we need it. So with a small pot, we're gonna do a quick pickle liquid for our veggies. So turn this guy on to low heat. Just put in, I'll put the measurements in the recipe, so don't worry about it. And honestly, I'm probably not gonna measure this very well. Put in a good amount of red wine vinegar. I guess maybe all of it. Give that a little bit of soy sauce and some sugar. That was probably too much. Oh well, it's gonna be good, don't worry. Now we just want to cook this. We don't really need to boil it or anything. We just need to cook this until the sugar is all dissolved. That's what we're trying to do here, folks. Once your sugar is dissolved, we can kill the heat. Then we take this guy and we pour this over our veg in some sort of a mason jar. That ought to work. Just tamp them down a little bit. Just push it down like you push down your feelings, you know. Put a lid on this guy and just let it chill until we're ready for it. So we're gonna cook a cup of this rice because I'm only making 1 bowl here. Well, maybe we'll make more, I don't know. Then go wash your rice. I don't want to move the camera, so trust me on this one. So then with our rice washed, put our rice on the stove, fill up enough water to, we're a little shy, but it should work. You want to touch the rice and then it should touch your first knuckle. That's what we're gonna do. Turn the heat up. Then once that starts to boil, we put a lid on it, reduce our heat, and we let that go for 20 minutes. Then kill the heat and leave it covered for another 10 before messing with it. And then once your rice is done, take this bad boy somewhere, pour it into another bowl and fluff it with a fork. And we throw some water back in that pot, turn our heat on. And once that comes up to a boil, we want to throw our bean sprouts in there and blanch these guys for 2 minutes. Then we kill the heat, drain your bean sprouts, put them in an ice bath until we're ready for them. Then into a hot pan on medium heat, we give it some avocado oil. Then once your pan's nice and hot, we add our ground beef, get that broken up, hit this guy with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and honestly, everything else is gonna be in that bulgogi seasoning. And then once your beef is pretty browned, then we're just gonna add some of this bulgogi seasoning in there, or bulgogi sauce, marinade, whatever you wanna call it. We just wanna stir that around, get everything everything coated. And once our sauce is reduced and our beef is nicely coated, we can go ahead and kill the heat, set that aside for now. And then with our heat back on, we can go ahead and melt some butter. Then we go ahead and crack an egg in there. And then once your white's set, kill the heat, pull this guy. So then we get out a bowl with a little bit of our rice here. And then we lay out a bunch of our beef. I'm gonna sort of make this look a little bit like a bibimbap, but it's definitely, I would not call it that. It's just gonna look like one, and it's gonna be similarly flavored. Good amount of our beef there, and some of our cucumbers, little quick pickled cucumbers over here, and our carrots over here, some of our bean sprouts right there, and then our fried egg right on top. Look at that. And then we give everything a little bit of our bulgogi sauce here, a little drizzle of chili oil, finish it off with some toasted sesame seeds. There we have our what's in my fridge. Bulgogi rice bowl, Korean rice bowl, Korean bulgogi rice bowl. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. It's really, really good. That bulgogi marinade, I mean, we already knew it was good from the last video if you watched the bulgogi tacos video. Great recipe. That beef is, you know, sweet, savory, umami with all those vegetables, and that quick pickling definitely gave them some good flavor, all within like 10 minutes. And then just put it all with some rice and a little chili oil, and it's good to go. So there you go. Easy to make, kind of a cheat code Korean bulgogi rice bowl, sort of a bibimbap, but not really. Either way, it's delicious. Go try it. Super easy with stuff you probably have laying around. You just have to make that bulgogi sauce. Out of 10. And that's what I think, but hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing? Looks like you got some toys out.
I'm good, man. I was just going through some old toys to see which ones we could donate to some of the poor shelter dogs, because they deserve toys too.
Well, check it out. We made this bulgogi rice bowl that you wanted. And of course, we made a dog-friendly bite just for you. Well, here you go. What do you think?
Oh, wow, that's delicious. See, I knew we could make something amazing with some leftovers and stuff we had laying around.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time.
Nash approves, I approve. Look, it's a great dish with all stuff you probably have. Just make some of that bulgogi sauce, make extra, and you're good to go. Super easy, super delicious. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, go like, share, subscribe, hype, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, go check out some of our other easy videos somewhere over here. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.